Hey everyone, just doing a update video on my Taurus 856. More so like round count, which I kind of don't have. I've every time I go to the range, I'm shooting a box of 50 through this, and this gun's going with me. And uh, I'm gonna tell you right now, this gun you really can't beat it. It's it's excellent, for the price that it comes in at. It You can pick them up between like the 250s 260s ranges, and then you can find them used much cheaper, and then on sale brand new you can find them cheaper, depending on the retailer and what kind of sales they're having. But you can't beat this gun, for what it is. It's a 38 special, and it's rated for plus P. Designates it right here on the barrel underneath it, so it's 38 special plus P. That's what the little stars for, and it says so in the manual. 6 shots. I'll show you clear and safe real quick. So six empty chambers. So like I said, different variations of this gun and barrel lengths from 3-inch down to the 2-inch snubby, different grip options, different finish options, so many, you cannot lose track, right? Mine originally didn't come with this grip, and you can get it with this grip. Mine came with the Black Hogue grip, which wasn't bad. I ended up going with this one because it ended up giving me, you get the full purchase for your hand, on there, and it's you can't beat it. Now this grip here, kind of word of advice: if you decide you want to go this route, you can go on eBay, and I was finding them on eBay in like 80s, 90s. I saw some people selling for like $100. Other online stores selling them for close to 100. I went to Taurus's website and purchased this straight from Taurus, and it was like $65. That was before taxes and shipping and all that, but straight from the manufacturer, and it's even got the Taurus logo on it. And if that was the cheapest place that I found this brand new. Like I said, I like this one better than the one that came on it. It had the rubber Hogue grip, and the only reason I like it so much more is that for me it was this space here. I feel like with this one it kind of moves the grip back a little bit, so my fingers, this finger here, actually has good contact with the grip, but I'm not smashed up against the trigger guard. With that grip, the rubber Hogue grip, I'm a bigger guy. I'm 6'1". I feel like I was getting some bad knuckle rub on it just from shooting it, and with this one I don't get that. And that's just my take on it. They have there's like a black rubber one that's like a 2-finger grip, one that comes with most of them. It usually comes in the box with them. That one's good too. I had that one on here for a little bit, and I like that. You can't beat this gun. Like I said, it's an update video. Round count through it, I'm not gonna lie to you. Honestly, I've lost track. I said it at the beginning of this video, but anytime I go to the range, this gun's going with me, and a box of 50s going through it. And so I've got quite a lot. I couldn't even estimate to you how many it has through it. Not a single issue with it. It is double single action, so new shooters, if you're watching this, what that means is in single action I can sit here, cock it back, and you see how the trigger moved back to the point where it breaks, or I can sit here and pull the trigger. That's your double action. It's got a nice trigger pull in that single action. It's fairly light, and then in double action, it's fairly heavy. Not overly heavy, but what you would want in a defensive revolver. You don't want something too light where you could accidentally pull the trigger. Something that you're carrying. You don't want an extremely light trigger in something you're going to carry. I'll show you the other side of it real quick. So, all the details on it and how it's machined is very well. And like with most revolvers, you're going to get this wear mark here just from the cylinder rotating. But that's just something you're going to have to expect with pretty much any revolver. It's, like I said, it's excellent. I don't regret it purchasing this gun. None. If anything, I want to buy the snub nose version now. It's great. Some Tauruses have like this little locking mechanism on the hammer. Mine doesn't. I know some do, and like I said, I'm still trying to get into the Taurus firearms. I don't know which ones do, which ones don't. I think it's the ones chambered for 357. I think like the 605 I think is that model. Any 605 owners watching this, you can hit me up in the comments which one that is for sure. But to me, that wouldn't even be an issue. I've never even heard of anyone having issues with those accidentally coming on when you're firing. And I've looked that up on forums, and people were trying to figure out how to disengage it, just remove it, delete it from the gun, and everyone's like, why? It doesn't come on accidentally. So this one doesn't have that. If that's something that does concern you, it doesn't have that locking mechanism. Like I said, many different variations, finish types, grip types, barrel lengths that this firearm can come in. Even with the sights, there is a version where it comes with a tritium. This one's just a front ramp, but you can get a tritium front sight for it. And then they have what's like the Toro model now too, the Taurus optics ready option or whatever that stands for. But they even make this gun with a optics mount for a revolver now, which is kind of crazy, from the factory. It's not something you have to take off and get machined. It comes like that. That's a it's, I don't know the price of those. I do know that they're more expensive than just the like the base model ones, but if that's a route you want to go. Something I like to show on here that a lot of YouTubers don't show is how the gun locks up. So like in the rear, you open the cylinder this way, but right here you have this little detent, and this is what locks the I forget what this piece is called, I think the yoke, where it locks up, and it keeps this from wobbling, right? So there is no what they call in shake. I'll make sure the cylinder's locked up now, but yeah, it is. And kind of you can see the gap right there is a gap, but as I push on the cylinder, it doesn't open, it doesn't increase or decrease. So this gun's been excellent. I've got almost, I'm not going to tell you the round count just because I don't know off the top of my head, but it's a lot, and this gun works. It just does. It's a good purchase if you're looking for something for self-defense. Maybe you don't want a semi-auto, you want a revolver, and you're probably going to buy one and done. This would be a good option. Like I said, it's 38 special. It's rated for plus P. You can run plus P rounds through it if you wanted to. But if you're new to shooting 2 plus Ps, it's just higher velocity. And I love it. Holster options, I don't know if I mentioned it, I don't really carry this gun. I might put it in my vehicle, or I put it in a backpack when I'm hiking or going camping or something. But I got a little Bianchi 7000 AccuMold and this fits in it perfect. So goes in, and it's got a button snap for it, so get it snapped. And then when it's an outside the waistband holster, so you got it in and you need to draw it, you just run your finger down through that snap and it'll snap it, and you can draw. So I don't recommend buying a firearm and not having a holster for it, especially if you're going to have it in a vehicle. You know, if it's going to be in a glove box or your center console, especially if you got it loaded, you don't want something getting in here and pulling on that trigger. So keeping it in a holster is a safe bet. But yeah, I highly recommend this firearm. You know, as far as revolvers go, there's more expensive revolvers out there, and like I said, the higher in the price you go, typically with a revolver, you're gonna get the more fine-tuned options, right? Like, you know, you got a Smith & Wesson. Smith & Wesson makes some of the best revolvers. Ruger makes excellent revolvers, but you know, the Smith & Wessons, you know, you go up in price, you know, you get a really nice hammer, really nice trigger pull. Everything just seems very fine-tuned with the gun, and not to say that this one isn't. It's just this one kind of meets all those needs. You can get, like I said, with the variations on it, anything to meet your whatever flavor you're looking for in a pistol. And what this offers, I think, is a lot, and it's excellent. You can't beat it. So yeah, I just kind of like an update video for you, you know, from what my experience is, you know, owning it and the time I've had it. I love it so much that I take it to the range with me every time, no matter what I'm shooting that day. This one's also coming with me, and a box of 50 will be going through it, and it fires every time. Not a single, you know, malfunction with this gun. I've never even had anything ammo related with this firearm. It just works. And yeah, I love it. So I can't say anything better about this firearm. But yeah, if you know, if this video was helpful, you know, like and subscribe. And if you have any questions, just hit me up in the comments. Thank you for watching.